Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but begin the drive with excellent field position. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And just like that, this offense is on the board with a touchdown the first time they get their hands on the ball. The quarterback had time to throw in rhythm, put it right on the money, and you got 6 points on the board.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Florida 7, Texas 0.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Texas.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. retakes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the
pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Gators offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the back now goes in motion. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught quickly. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score Florida 14, Texas 7.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Helm. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. To the air, it's Manning. Finds his man. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And they wrap them up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quarterback drops back. Finds his man. Has the first down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Golden. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. Longhorns have 1st and 10 here.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 14, Texas 7.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback is going to have the ball last is going to be the offense and the guy that has a chance to win this game? Maybe going back and forth all game.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And this one will be fair caught. offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Over to Juke, gets 3 now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offensive mover.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack in the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. When they bring him down, that's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14.
That makes the score Florida.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Number 26, Texas.
And the returner elects to fair catch and no return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Texas. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Back to throw. It's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. play fake, looking to throw. Launches downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Kellen. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made wide open way downfield. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Or it's snapped to the back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 45. Picks up the 1st down and still going. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? Defensive coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Throws to the tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Takes the handoff. It's backstep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Look at the time in the pocket. Finally delivers to the left. The pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
35, Texas, 28.
The Gators will kick it away to get us going in the second half.
Texas.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
A gain makes it second and medium. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Texas.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Gators offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 2nd down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quick completion to the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
A nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And there's the handoff. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? The defense recovers the fumble.
I get being upset. Coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, that safety came way back on that blitz and timed it perfectly to get after the quarterback and eventually come up with a sack.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fair catch made at the 20. The Texas offense comes back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. On first down, it's play action. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And this pass is on target. Caught. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Texas. And they go in front here in the second half. They connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch and catch combination all game, Kurt.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Texas.
Return begins inside the 10. Coverage team brings down the return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Breaks free. And he'll just get rid of it. So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the Gators will try to keep this drive moving. Direct snap to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
A game makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And now the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And then first down, they go right back to him. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Gators will crank up the tempo.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Hey, that's what you're looking for right now as an offense. Nice big chunk play like that. Moving the ball now into plus territory. Keep looking for those big plays downfield and hope to be able to get the ball into the end zone.
And the Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's got it for a big gain. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. First down here for this offense. Here's the handoff on a counter. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Now it's second down here. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This game just got tighter. Temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. He's found some room with the 45. Physical run breaks through a tackle. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. He's set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Touchdown, Texas. This offense is still clicking. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, and gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. Running right through tacklers. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. And here comes a deep shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He stays alive. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Home crowd trying to make a difference on 4th down. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.